Welcome back to another political talk. Today I'll be talking about a couple different things. One of them is taxes, and the other is the push for girls to be in the military. When they hit 18, they have to serve for 2 years. First off, I want to say I couldn't get this video out Friday because we were planning an event for airsoft, and if y'all ever have played airsoft, those things hurt. I mean, I got lit up, and I thought they were my own teammates. But anyways, let's get started. So, what are taxes? Taxes are mandatory contributions levied on individuals or corporations by a government entity, whether local, regional, or national. Tax revenues finance government activities including public works and services such as roads and schools, or programs such as Social Security and Medicare. Okay, first off, Article 1, Section 8, Clause 1 says that the Congress shall have the power to lay and collect taxes, duties, imposts, and excises, to pay the debts and provide for the common defense and general welfare of the United States. But all duties, imposts, and excises shall be uniform throughout the United States. So, the Investopedia definition of taxes that I just read is saying, it's unconstitutional what they're saying. The government does not have the right to do any schools or roads, to build any of that. That should all be left up to the states. And taxes are unconstitutional because the government pushed them, not Congress. I can't remember what year it was, but the Whiskey Rebellion, right? The reason that happened was because of Alexander Hamilton. He wanted the whiskey to be taxed because he felt that, as being the Secretary of Treasury, he needed that extra money for any wars or anything like that. So he ended up taxing the farmers, but he taxed the farmers because they didn't like Hamilton. He didn't tax his own people. And that was the start of taxes. So with all these taxes, there is an article that I was reading, the individual income taxes in 2019 that the government collected was $1.9 trillion. I'm sorry, 1.7. The Social Security and Medicare taxes was $1.2 trillion. The rest of them are under $300 billion. So when you have all these taxes, it puts my generation, my children's generation, their children's generation in more trouble financially. When Donald Trump came into office, the debt that the U.S. was in was $20.2 trillion. When he left office, it was $27 trillion. So the money that he spent during his time in office was $6.8 trillion. Right now, with Joe Biden, we're at almost $29 trillion. And then they just keep printing the money. And it's going to cause another depression. So it's very serious when the government's like, oh yeah, I'm going to build this road. I'm going to take care of those people and build them a school. No. Stay out of our state and let the state do it themselves. So with that being said, the next thing I want to talk about is this push for girls to serve in the military for 2 years. And this is, if this law gets passed, this is like a requirement. And I'm 15, so if I have to do this, I'd rather either go to jail or die. I mean, I love my country, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not called to do that. So, my thoughts on doing this to 18-year-old girls is probably different than some of you guys who serve in the military and that think that everyone should at least serve for a couple years because that shows, you know, teamwork and how to do things, and I get that. But this is a horrible idea, and I'll give my reason why. The amount of money that this will cost to do this is ridiculous. Forcing an 18-year-old man or woman to be in the military is trampling our rights as American citizens. It's unconstitutional on one hand, and on the other hand, it's wrong. So many people have PTSD from the military. I mean, there's documentaries that talk about this person has PTSD and they have to have a service animal to get them through it, because, I mean, going to bed at night, like, they wake up with just shaking because they're nightmares. And I think it's wrong to push someone into that possibly happening to them. And don't get me wrong, I love my country. I would totally die fighting for it. But I'm not going to die fighting for a country that's forcing me into something I don't want to do, like the military. That's not how America or freedom is supposed to work. If you go back to the original Constitution, it looks so different from the Constitution that we have today. The government has absolutely trampled our rights and killed our freedom. If you really love America, you would be against this. You would be against sending 18-year-olds into the military. America stands for freedom, not for forcing people to fight for our country. Now, if you are called on your own to serve and fight for our country, I'm proud of you. But don't even think for a second that you're helping our country by sending 18-year-olds unwillingly to fight for a country that is slowly being destroyed by those who hate our country and love the government. It's not right. So, with all this being said, just think about it. Think about what you want in America. Because everything you vote for, it does either help America or it destroys America. And right now, with what Joe Biden's doing with the just printing the money and putting us in more debt, we're heading for another depression. And it's going to be bad. It's going to be really bad. My dad was reading the inflation rate in China. And don't quote me on this, but I think it's either 10% or 14%. I can't remember. But that's insane. I mean, that's insane. So just think about this, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.